Samsung Electronics plans global job cuts of up to 30% in some divisions. Wireless data usage soars as 5G gains greater foothold. Zoho launches a major update to their analytics platform with advanced AI and machine learning capabilities. And what Larry Ellison says is his bizarre announcement. All this and more on the Doesn't Sound Weird to Me edition of Hashtag Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. Samsung Electronics, the world's leading manufacturer of smartphones, TVs, and memory chips, is reportedly planning substantial job cuts across its global operations. Samsung has instructed its subsidiaries worldwide to reduce sales and marketing staff by about 15% and administrative staff by up to 30%. The plan is set to be implemented by the end of 2024. Job cuts will impact operations across the Americas, Europe, Asia, and Africa. The total number of affected employees is unclear, but it could be significant given Samsung's global workforce of 267,800 as of the end of 2023, with 147,000 employees based overseas. In India, where Samsung employs about 25,000 people, up to 1,000 employees could be affected, and the company's China operations have already been notified of cuts affecting about 30% of sales staff. The reasons behind the cuts? Pressure on key business units, including slower recovery in the chip business, increased competition in the premium smartphone market, and cost-saving measures to improve the company's bottom line. When questioned, Samsung's response is that workforce adjustments of overseas operations are routine and aimed at improving efficiency, and they claim there are no specific targets for the plans and that production staff will not be impacted. But the reality is that Samsung recently replaced the head of its semiconductor division due to a chip crisis, and the company faces stiff competition from Apple and Huawei in smartphones and TSMC in chip manufacturing. A strike over wages is currently disrupting production in India. Samsung shares are trading at their lowest level in 16 months, with some analysts cutting profit estimates due to very weak recovery in the smartphone and PC demand. The development signifies a major shift in Samsung's operations and could have significant implications for the global tech industry and labor markets in affected regions. Zoho Corporation has unveiled a significant update to its Zoho analytics platform, introducing powerful new artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning, ML features, alongside numerous other enhancements. The update, according to the company, aims to provide more comprehensive business intelligence and analytics capabilities to a wide range of users and businesses. While this global company may fly under the radar, it has a substantial client base ranging from small and medium-sized businesses all the way up to enterprise customers. By integrating AI into its existing platforms, Zoho is stepping up to compete with other productivity software and ERPs with what it claims is a focus on practical results. And while Zoho does have enterprise customers around the world, the company has offerings that are priced for medium and small businesses. Zoho says its platform aims to democratize business intelligence by making powerful analytics tools accessible to a broader range of users and businesses. I talked with Chandrasekhar LSP, the managing director for Canada from Zoho, about how many businesses may be experiencing lunch bag letdown as they struggle to get real tangible benefits from AI.
The Gen AI piece is something that we have been working internally for the last 10 to 12 years. Why is something happening? So call it key driver analysis. So built on top of this narration capability is what we call the decision intelligence capability. Instead of just telling you what's happening, we tell you why something is happening. So it basically gives the business user information based on which they can take decisions and actions. It is very outcome focused. We are not trying to boil the ocean. We said, here are the problems that we want to solve. So there is this persona called the business user. What do they need? They need access to insights where they are.
While Zoho already has extensive data analytics and machine learning features, it now will also have what the company says is a seamless and secure link to OpenAI. Using retrieval augmented generation and calling the ChatGPT API, the company says it will allow you to keep your data secure and ensure that it's not used to teach the ChatGPT model. In addition, Their new offering provides no and low-code functionality to integrate with other systems and data sources. It's a comprehensive update and an addition of functionality, including over 100 enhancements such as new visualizations, improved dashboard building, revamped mobile apps, and a bet that it can not just hold, but take new market share as AI becomes a big part of corporate systems. The new version of Zoho Analytics is available immediately, with pricing information available on the Zoho website. In 2023, Americans consumed a record-breaking 100 trillion megabytes of wireless data, marking a 36% increase from the previous year and the largest single-year jump in wireless data consumption to date. This surge in usage, revealed by a recent industry survey from CTIA, the wireless association that represents key mobile players like AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, and others, it underscores the growing demand for wireless services and the pressing need for additional spectrum allocation. The surge is attributed to the growing adoption of 5G wireless devices and increased use in areas such as drones, self-driving vehicles, space missions, and precision agriculture. It's clearly a growth in data. In fact, voice call minutes slightly decreased from 2.5 trillion in 2022 to 2.4 trillion in 2023, and text message volume remained stable at about 2.1 trillion. The dramatic increase in data usage comes amid a legislative standoff over spectrum allocation. In March 2023, Congress allowed the Federal Communication Commission's authority to auction spectrum to lapse for the first time in 3 decades, and this has created uncertainty about how to meet the growing demand for wireless spectrum, particularly for 5G networks. CEO Meredith Atwell-Baker emphasized the need for more full-powered, licensed spectrum to support continued innovation and America's economic competitiveness. The Biden administration announced initiatives in November 2023 to repurpose some government-held spectrum, but these efforts have faced criticism from Republicans for perceived slow progress. For our Canadian listeners, we'll dig in to see what we can find about Canadian usage, but the best estimates we found as we went to air was that growth last year in Canada was strong as well, about 25% year over year. If anyone else has better data on this, please drop me a note at editorial@technewsday.ca. Let me say something that's going to sound really bizarre, Larry Ellison, CEO and co-founder of Oracle, told industry analysts. He further went on to say, well, you'd probably say, well, he says bizarre things all the time, so why is he announcing this one? It must be really bizarre. I'll let you judge for yourself. Oracle is designing a data center that would require more than 1 gigawatt of power, according to chairman and co-founder Larry Ellison. The company plans to power this data center using 3 small modular nuclear reactors, SMRs. This move is driven by what Ellison referred to as the crazy electricity demand from AI applications. SMRs are the next-generation nuclear designs that promise faster deployment of reliable, carbon-free power. They are typically about 300 megawatts or less and about the third the size of conventional reactors. The location for this data center and its nuclear power source has not been disclosed, but Ellison mentioned that the building permits for the reactor are already in place. This development highlights the growing energy challenges faced by the tech industry as AI and data processing demands increase. SMRs are still a future technology in the U.S. Currently, only 3 operational SMRs exist globally, 2 in China and Russia, and a test reactor in Japan, but others, including Microsoft, are also pursuing this technology as a way of satisfying the insatiable need for power while not increasing their carbon footprint. The move by Oracle may not exactly be surprising or even bizarre, but it does give further credibility to what might be a significant step in addressing the energy needs of future data centers and could potentially set a trend in how tech companies approach power sourcing for their facilities. There are also links to Microsoft's work in this area in the show notes. And that's our show for today. You can find the show notes at our news site, technewsday.com or .ca, take your pick. Thanks for listening. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a thrilling Thursday.